Before I start the video, I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm gonna say it. I'm visually impaired. I wear glasses some days. Today I'm wearing glasses. Just putting it out there, so let's just start the video. Loc Stereotypes. Too long ago, I watched a video from Zen Lioness 81. I've actually been subscribed to her for a very long time now, even before I had locks. I'm pretty sure you know who she is, but if you don't, you should definitely check her out. She's one of the people on YouTube that inspired me to get locks. So I was watching one of her videos and she was talking about loc stereotypes, and I thought it was a really interesting video that's very relevant. I also noticed a video from Britannia718 as well. She had like a top 10 list of loc stereotypes. It was also a really great video. I enjoyed watching it and I subscribed to her, and I hope you guys do too. So let's get this video started. Loc stereotypes. So are you vegan? Are you vegetarian or not? Okay, I get it. Sometimes the association with eating healthy or loving the earth and the animals within it comes with locks. Some people think that when you have locks, you're earthy, you respect the ways of the hair and how it wants to be and to not manipulate and not hurt. I honestly can see where that's coming from. I do know a lot of people who are vegan and vegetarian themselves, but they don't necessarily all have locks. And I do notice some people on YouTube who happen to have locks who also talk about eating healthy and being a vegan or vegetarian, why you should go that way, why it's important. But I don't necessarily think the two are connected to each other. I think one thing about locks is embracing your true self and embracing your hair. And I feel like that can also go along with eating healthy, not necessarily having a label like vegan, vegetarian. I wouldn't automatically jump to that, but sometimes when your hair is healthy and the organic way of being with your locks can sometimes go into what you eat, which doesn't mean strict rules or what not to eat. It's just eating healthy in general. Me personally, I eat what I want when I want to. I do see the benefits of eating just fruits and vegetables, or having a raw diet, or vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian. Is that a religion? I try to stay away from labels. It can just sometimes make you feel like you have to fit in this specific way of life, and that's not me. Some weeks I just go weeks with just eating vegetables and super healthy, and then I'll eat a cupcake the next week and pizza and burgers. I love to eat what I want, and honestly, when I have pizza or burgers on my mind, I cannot be stopped. Are you a Rasta? Are you Rastafarian? Okay, so this is an automatic assumption. Even thinking of Bob Marley himself, you automatically associate dreads, Bob Marley, Rasta. Like the three things, they go together because he did happen to be Rastafarian, he did happen to have locks. It kind of works that way, but we're not all him, and we didn't all want locks to be like him, even though personally I think he's an inspiration and a lot of other people feel the same. That is not the sole reason why we have locks, and it does not mean you're all Rastafarian. And I'm not going to take up too much of this video explaining what it is, because I am not. There should be plenty of videos online, or hopefully there are, or maybe just Googling to understand what being a Rastafarian really means. It's definitely more spiritual. It's not just a thing. It's not just growing long dreads or locks and then smoking weed and just living your life free. And it's a lot deeper, and there's a lot more meaning, and I think you should educate yourself before you just consider yourself one. It's a very respectable thing, and a lot of people are not Rastafarian. In fact, people also associate Jamaicans with being Rasta, and I'm pretty sure the population of Rastafarians compared to just Jamaicans or people who have locks in general is very small. So to answer the question, no, No, I'm not. Now, this question I get the most. The question is, are you Caribbean? Are you Jamaican? Are you from the islands? So basically, because I have locks, I get associated with being Jamaican or Caribbean off the bat. I also don't know if it's because I'm in South Florida. Being here, there are a lot of Jamaicans, but there's also a lot of Haitians, Cubans, Islanders. There's a lot of different sorts of people here. So I guess seeing locks can sort of point you in that direction, but I get asked this so much, and it's kind of like, really? It's just hard to wrap your head around the fact that if you have locks, you're automatically seen as Jamaican, Caribbean. To be that close-minded is kind of silly. A lot of us have locks out there, and I really don't know how to answer this question or the reasoning behind it. Let me know in the comments below, why do you think people associate locks with being Jamaican, Caribbean? I think it also overflows into the whole Bob Marley Rasta thing, because if you're growing locks that even look a little bit organic or freeform, you're automatically associated with being Rasta or being Jamaican, which still doesn't make sense because having locks does not mean you're Jamaican, and it gets asked a lot. A woman actually asked me if I was American because she already assumed I was Caribbean. She told me I was and then asked, "Are you even American?" And based on the way I talk and just the assumption of literally just how I look, she first said I was Caribbean, said it, didn't ask, and then went to the point of asking if I was even American. There's two things about that doesn't really make sense. Number one being the fact that you can't assume I'm Caribbean, and two, you can still be an American, be a US citizen, and have Caribbean heritage. It was just a very ignorant question. It's just crazy that it happens just because you have locks. Can you get a job having locks? And this is an easy question for me. Of course you can. I know some places want you to be a little bit more professional, and I'm putting that in quotes because it's their belief of what professional looks like. But honestly, if you carry yourself well, your resume's looking right, and you feel like you're right for this job, and you really want this job, you can definitely get the job. And if it happens to be a little bit more professional, or they have more standards on how you should look while you're at work, you can easily tie it back or braid it. There's plenty of styles you can wear to work that isn't as freeing as this, or maybe as, non-professional looking. For me personally, there's plenty of other jobs that don't seem to mind. I haven't personally been affected by it. So you can most definitely have a professional job with locks. And even having twisted locks might be even easier than, let's say, semi-freeform or freeform, where it's definitely not as conventional looking. It may be a little bit harder for them to get past your appearance, which seems like more of a problem on their end. But if you carry yourself well and you have what it takes for the job and your resume is looking right and you have what it takes, you bring it to the table, I don't see it as being a problem. You can definitely have a job with locks. That shouldn't be a reason to stop you. Do you listen to reggae? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Again, it's one of those things where I like a lot of different types of music. I don't listen to reggae too much. I do like Bob Marley, of course. It has such positive messages, it's inspirational, it's that feel-good music, but not all the time, honestly. And again, my locks don't send like brainwaves to my head that influences me to listen to certain music. It's crazy, I know. Don't locks give you a bad reputation? This is a very sad thing. Personally, no, I don't get associated with bad or criminal things, or I don't get that assumption, but it's definitely out there, especially with black men out there who have locks. It's definitely an unfortunate assumption. I recently saw something online about Steve Harvey, taking 200 black men, and cutting off their dreads and braids and whatever to proper aesthetics by shaving off their heads and giving them jobs. Like, it makes it seem like having locks means you're a thug, or you're a criminal, or you're bad, or you're a danger to society, or you're sketchy, or you're unkempt and you're not doing well. I know the news and the propaganda out there sometimes associates criminals, and they show their mugshots and they happen to be having locks, and you automatically assume, oh, if you have locks, you know, you're a rapper, gangster, criminal, thug, whatever. It's so untrue and unfortunate. You can't put everyone in one bubble simply because they're wearing a hairstyle. I think we should embrace it. Personally, I felt like it's helped me become who I'm supposed to be, and for someone to think that shaving it off is gonna make you acceptable in society it's just very sad and very, very far from the truth. So do you smoke weed? Of course we all get asked this question. Yet again, it goes back to being associated with Rasta, Bob Marley, Jamaican. You know, that's, if you have locks, especially ones that are more freeform, semi-freeform, unconventional. And it even makes me upset that people only or automatically associate Bob Marley with weed. Like, that's his whole thing. That's like everything that he represented. When he spoke of family and love and being yourself and peace and all of these things, and even the whole Rasta movement, there's a lot of depth and spirituality involved in it. Yes, he happened to smoke weed. And all these posters and everything is just like emphasizing just the fact that he smokes weed. It really doesn't make sense, and I think it's really sad to label Bob Marley as just weed. Even though personally I don't have a problem with weed, I see the benefits of it. You know, there's good and bad in everything, and there's moderation in everything. So if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. But you just can't assume that we all do it. And personally, I don't really smoke weed like that, so yeah. Well, not that much. And the last one, the ultimate, do you wash your hair? No. Nah, see, I have locks because, you know, I believe in oneness. I love animals. I don't want to eat them. So I'm a vegetarian, you know, I'm one with the earth. Even the flies around my head, because I haven't washed my hair in years because I feel like it's wrong because the shampoo is bad for the earth. And yes, we wash our hair. We really do. Just like regular hair. We do. We do. Alright, I'm done rambling. These are some loc stereotypes that I've come across. Let me know in the comments below some loc stereotypes that you know, if it's happened to you. Let me know your experience. Let's start a conversation as always in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching as always. I will see you guys soon. Bye.